In this section, I'm going to talk about creating your course content, which includes everything from your videos to additional resources you share with your learners. Let's start with planning what you're going to say in your videos. It can be tempting to jump into recording right away to start teaching your course. After all, you're an expert in your content and you have a lot to say. I advise you to pause, however, and make a plan for what you're going to talk about by either writing out a full script or some talking points for each lecture. Doing this will help you ensure that you're covering everything you want to cover in a succinct way without forgetting any important material, and will help you have a smooth recording and editing experience. Not planning what you're going to say may lead you to ramble in your videos or make mistakes, which is distracting for learners. Believe me, I'm not winging this. One easy way to structure the content within your videos is by following this rule for talking to your learners. Tell them what you're going to tell them, then tell them what you told them. By following this structure, you set expectations for your learners about what they will learn, you give them the information they need, and you reiterate what they've learned. Repetition is a key learning aid because it helps our brain better process and remember information. I also recommend that you plan out any examples, visuals, data, stories, and analogies you want to share with your learners to help you illustrate the concepts you're teaching and see how what you're teaching is practically applied. Stories are particularly impactful. Research shows that stories can be up to 22 times more memorable than just facts. Yes, 22 times. In your existing outline, you can add notes about where to use stories, visuals, examples, and analogies to reinforce what you're teaching and make it more memorable. When choosing examples, find ones that are relevant to your content and reflect an authentic experience of how your content is applied in a real-world setting. Your examples should also be inclusive, meaning they don't make any of your learners feel like they are not respected or they can't benefit from what you're teaching. For example, if you share stories in your course, think about who is represented by those stories. If you find that only one group of people are represented, diversify your examples. Take care to use examples with respectful language that is not likely to offend anyone. Udemy is a global marketplace, and your learners may come from all over the world or be taking your course at work through Udemy Business. You want to make sure you're creating the best possible experience for all of those potential learners. If you'd like to add additional visuals to your videos, such as photos, slides, graphs, or animations, be sure to include those when planning what you're going to say so you can describe them in your videos. Finally, let's talk about language. Whatever you're teaching, there are probably a lot of special terms and acronyms to learn. Be sure to define any new terms and acronyms as you introduce them. You can even consider including a glossary with definitions as one of the additional resources you include with your course. If possible, avoid using slang and idioms, as they may be confusing to your learners who don't speak your language as their first language. Don't feel like writing your script has to be like writing a term paper. Keep your tone conversational. Writing to say something out loud is a lot different than writing something that's meant to be read. Use short sentences and address your learners directly. Planning what you're going to say will help you keep your content succinct, focused, and engaging, and ensure you're creating an inclusive learning experience. If you're ready, go ahead and start scripting or writing your talking points, either in a document or slides or whatever medium works best for you.